Welcome back to FM Storey. We're into the second half of season 14 of the Save, and things are going exceptionally well considering the massive overhaul we did to the squad in the summer. We are currently top of the table. We're 10 points clear of Hibs. We've got 14 games left this season. They've got 15 left. We have already won the League Cup this season. We're into the round of 16 of the Champions League, and we're still going in the Scottish Cup as well as we look for our 6th successive league title and our 6th successive Scottish Cup. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We are now into March and we've got the Champions League back. We're in the round of 16, first leg away at Benfica. Since the end of the last episode, things have continued pretty much on in the same vein of form that we have had most of the season. We started off with a pretty comfortable 4-1 victory at home to Dundee United, and then followed that up with another 4-1 victory at home against St Johnstone in the Scottish Cup 5th round, with Bogdan Rajcevic picking up a hat-trick in that game. We then went away to Aberdeen and won 4-0. Beat Rangers 2-0 at home despite having a man sent off in between getting the first and second goals. We then were at home to Dunfermline and came away with another pretty comfortable 3-0 victory. And then in the most recent league game, we were away at St Mirren and came away with a 4-1 victory away from home. Again, pretty comfortable. So, I mean, as you can see, the last game we lost was actually way back in November, and it was that game where our goalkeeper got injured after we'd made all our substitutions and we ended up with an outfield player in goal. Since then, we've drawn one game and won everything else in every other competition. So what it means as far as the league is concerned is that we are still top of the table. We're now 12 points clear of Hibs. They've still got a game in hand. We're 15 points clear of Rangers. They've got a game in hand. And we're 27 points clear of Celtic. We've only got 9 games left. Hibs and Rangers have got 10 games left. We certainly this season we've scored less goals than we did in previous seasons. But what we actually seem to have done is really tightened up defensively. In the league this season, in 29 games, we've only conceded 13 goals, so well less than 1 every 2 games. And I think that probably, when you look at the player stats there, I mean, we've got Simowesh with 12 goals, we've got Cochise there with 9 assists, but really, we haven't done, like in previous seasons, we've had 2 players in the goals or 2 players in the assists. We've certainly not scored as many. I think we've scored 75 this season in the league and conceded 13. So we've still scored quite a lot, just not probably as many as we had in previous seasons at this time. But we're in a really strong position in all competitions. We're in the quarterfinal of the Scottish Cup. We're well clear at the top of the table now. So now the focus turns back to the Champions League, and we've got Benfica up next. So this is the side we've picked for the first leg away in Benfica. We actually have a fully available squad. No one is injured and can't play. No one is suspended. The only sort of issues we've got a couple of players that aren't fully fit. Cochise is coming back from an injury. He could have started, but we've started him on the bench, and we've started Kerr off the right, and Nuevo's on the bench because I prefer the defensive midfield pairing of Lakam and Goncalves, and Rajcevic has been just outstanding in recent weeks, so we couldn't really drop him. So we're going in with a 4-2-3-1. They're going in with a 4-4-2. And hopefully we can take advantage of this away leg and put us in a strong position for when it comes back to our place. Right, they've got an early throw in our half. They've worked the ball into the box, and that is the exact opposite of what we were looking for. I'm not quite sure why we're looking for an offside here, because it quite clearly didn't look it. Oh, it was. What happened there? Did it hit one of their players on the way through? Oh no, he is offside. Just the way the defence dropped back, I thought he wasn't. And then we've got away with one there, I think. Having just said that we were a lot more secure at the back this season, that wasn't the best way to start the game. Right, a throw for us deep in our own half. Thibaut goes down the line, but they've got it. They've worked it into the box, back out. Right, we're pushing them back a bit, but they're going to have runners down the sides, I think, here. Try to work it into the box. Fire it clears, but only as far as their player. Our tackle forced the ball forward to them. And really, this is not how we wanted to start this game at all. And we just forced it into them, worked it into the centre forward, and that is atrocious so far from us. Right, from the kickoff, Goncalves into Simmer where she loses out, and now they're attacking again. Lakam wins it back. Fire into Milosavljevic. Out wide to Kerr. Forward to Lakam. And his shot is high and wide, but at least that's the first foray forward we've seen for us. Right, Hidero at the back, who used to play for us. Into the midfield there. Space, and they're into the box again. Pulled it back. Half a tackle. Just... far too easy to get on the side. It's pulled back. No one's chased him as a runner. And then his shot gets a deflection past the keeper. But this is like abysmal so far. Right, a throw deep in the half. Thibaut looks for it into the area. They've headed clear. Now they're going to attack again. But this time Rackler intercepts it. Thibaut into Goncalves. Pascual back to Rackler. Thibaut infield to Rajkovic. Kerr, I think he was offside. He was. Just... we haven't got going at all here. Right, another throw for them in our half. And we don't look like we're going to win the ball back at any point of their attacks. And that was far too easy to get on the outside. And then a 50-yard ball from the touchline into the centre of the pitch, and there was no one anywhere near him. Right, Milosavljevic with the throw. Kerr gives it away. Oh my god. Thankfully, Pascual gets back to win it. And then just lets them take it off him. Rackler wins the header, but they pick up loose ball, despite the fact we've got two players in front of the back four. Right, Pedro Simic gets back, wins it. Goes back to Thibaut. Rackler into Goncalves. Right. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. It was... yeah. Again, they're on the attack in a corner this time. and luckily they couldn't get the shot on target. I don't think I have enough changes available to me to be able to. I mean, I could probably take most of the team off after that first half. Absolutely abysmal. And unless we do something special in the second half, we're as good as out of this tie after 45 minutes. Right, we've given them a bit of a rocket at half-time. We've made 3 changes. We probably could have made all 5 at half-time. From the corner, Simowish to take it, goes short to Pasquale, fires a low cross in, it's cleared at the near post. Simowish goes all the way back to pick it up on the halfway line. Rakla, Fayet, wide to Milisavljevic, on to Cochise, into the box, lifts it towards the back post, it's headed up in the air, it's cleared as far as Goncalves, Pasquale in the box, and he scores. Right, it looks like the rocket we've given them at half-time might have paid dividends there. Cochise flicks it towards the back post, Goncalves then picks up the header once it had been cleared. Pasquale takes a touch to take him close to the goal and beats the keeper. We just don't seem to be able to get back into this game. We've got that 1 goal, but it's almost like they've then just decided that's enough and they'll take the 3-goal advantage. From the goal kick, Mark Howe goes long. Rakla wins a header, but it goes straight back to their centre half. Mark Howe again goes long. This time Milisavljevic has gone back towards it, nods it back to Riccioli. Fayet out to Fernandez Vinitsky, down the line for Pasquale. Nearly gave it away again in a stupid position. Rakla into Mendes, Duffy looking to spring Pasquale down on the left, but the fullbacks got back to get it, and Hidorora in the box. They've given it away on the edge of the box, and Duffy can't get the shot on target. Time's rapidly running out for us to get ourselves more back into this tie, but another corner. Simowish this time lifts it into the near post. Rakla's header is well over the top. Right, a throw deep in our half for them. Oh, we half won it back. It's come to them. And thankfully they couldn't get the shot on target, because if that had gone in injury time, that would have probably been the tie completely over. And there's full time, and I think that, without exaggeration, is by far and away our worst performance of the season. And we really have our work cut out for ourselves if we want to make it through to the quarterfinals. It's now time for the second leg, the home leg of the round of 16 game against Benfica. After that disastrous 4-1 performance in the first leg, we have played 1 game since then. It was the quarterfinal of the Scottish Cup. We hammered Dunfermline 5-0. Coming into this second leg, we have made a few changes. So Milisavljevic picked up too many yellow cards. He got suspended after the first leg. So Turnbull's coming at right back. And we've gone with Lacam and Goncalves in front of the back 4, with Nuevo behind Simowish. We've got Cochise off the right, Kerr off the left. Hopefully we can get off to a quick start at home. If not, we've got plenty of attacking options on the bench should we need to change things around. Right, this is exactly what we didn't need. A free kick for them into the box. It's headed up in the air. Oh, Turnbull has cleared it as far as Kerr. This actually might be what we did want. Kerr breaking away down the right-hand side. Gets to the byline. Goes back a long way to Turnbull, who drives into the box, lifts it up towards the back post. Hidoroway heads it clear. Rakla into Goncalves. Kerr now down the left-hand side, gets to the byline, pulls it back to Nuevo. Goncalves to Lacam. First shot's blocked. That is exactly the start we needed in this game. Lacam from distance, low into the corner. That puts us 1-0 up on the night. Pegs it back to 4-2 aggregate. Lacam's first shot's blocked, then hits it first time, bends it into that bottom corner, and that's exactly what we needed. It's lifted towards Kerr. He drops back to pick up the loose ball and then gives it away. And now they're on the attack. Santos down the left. Crosses into the box towards the far post. They've hit the woodwork. And we've got pretty lucky there, I think. Bad defending, gave the ball away in a stupid position again. Right, a throw in for them in our half. They've worked it down the right-hand side. The cross is going to come in here, I think. It's laid back. Passed into the box. Good save by the keeper. And we've got away with another one there, but they're finding it far too easy to get through us. And there we go, half-time, 1-0 up. We need to be much better in the second half. And we need at least 2 goals without conceding to even take it to extra time. Right, we had a few players struggling fitness-wise. We made a few changes at half-time. Basically, the 3 behind Simovic have all come off. We brought fresh legs on. Hopefully, we can get at them. Right, a free kick. Pascual lifts it to the back post. Lacam gets another. But is he offside? He's going with the ball, so I assume not. And it's been given. Great start to the second half, like we had to the first half. Pascual lifts it to the back post. Lacam in acres of space, heads it back across the keeper. And that's now 4-3 on aggregate, and we're within a goal of them. Right, a throw in for us. Thibaut long. Lacam fixes it on. Simovic in the middle of the box. We're now 3-0 up. Levelled it on aggregate at 4-4, and there's still half an hour left to play in the tie. It's a long throw, flicked on. Simovic gets there before the keeper, pokes it into the empty net. And we're starting to look like we might actually get through this tie. Right, a free kick. 25 yards out, Simovic to stand over it. Lifts it over the wall and hits the bar. Into the last 10 minutes of the 90, they've got a free kick. Bachetic in space. Out to the fullback on the overlap, pulls it back. Bordes got in front of the shot to deflect it behind for a corner. From the corner, they've managed to head wide. Into the last couple of minutes before injury time. No one seems to want to win it. They've got a free kick. Hideroa passes it straight to Pascual. Simovic out to Tala. Down the right hand side. Back to Turnbull, who tries to cross. It's blocked. Have we committed too many men forward? Can they counter attack on us? It's a long ball over the top. Let's pull back to the edge of the area. Shifted. Alright, it's 5 minutes of added time. Alright. Turnbull with the throw. Lacam looking for Tala. Comes back to Mendes. He's played it into the box. It's cleared as far as Thibaut. Wide to Pascual. They've cleared it from the edge of the box again. Rackler into Pascual. Finds Thibaut coming forward. Just pulls it back. And Mendes' shot clips the top of the bar and goes over. Right, another throw deep in their half. Pascual back to Thibaut. Pascual again. Lifts it to the back post. And there's Tala to head home. And we're up 5-4 in aggregate with 2.5 minutes of injury time left to play. Thibaut's throw short this time. Pascual back to Pascual again. He just lifts the cross up to the back post. Tala gets up above the fullback, powers the header past the keeper, and somehow we look like we might actually get through after that horrendous first leg. And there we are, full time. Somehow we've managed to turn it around. We've come away victors 5-4 in aggregate. We made that far harder than it needed to be. But we've made it through to the quarterfinals, and let's see who we draw in that round. We're now at the end of March, and things have continued in the same form that we've had for the last couple of months, really. We've played 2 games since the second leg against Benfica. The first one, a trip to Kilmarnock in the league where we won 6. The first one, a trip to Kilmarnock in the league where we won 6-0. Goncalves popping up with 4 goals from the defensive midfield role. And then we just about did enough to beat Celtic 2-1 away from home in the last league game that we've played. What it means going into the end of the season, there's 7 games left. We are 11 points clear of Hibs, who are in second. We're 17 points clear of Rangers, who were in third, and we're 30 points clear of Celtic, who were in fourth. So hopefully it is only a matter of time before we wrap up that 6th successive title. We do have, in the next episode, we do have the Scottish Cup semi-final coming up. We've been drawn against Hibs in that. We're in the quarter-final of the Champions League. We've got yet another Portuguese team after somehow managing to knock Benfica out in the last round. We've now got Porto in the quarter-final, and things are looking pretty promising for this season. And there we go, the end of another episode. The end of season 14 is rapidly approaching. We're well clear at the top of the table, so hopefully it's only a matter of time before we wrap up that 6th successive title. We are in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, where we've got Hibs, so hopefully we might be able to push on and get a 6th successive Scottish Cup triumph. We have already won the League Cup, and we're in the quarter-final of the Champions League, and we probably got just about the best draw we could get in being drawn against Porto, but we need to be much better over both legs of that tie than we were over both legs of the tie against Benfica in this episode. Join us next time to see how many of those trophies we can actually pick up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.